that experienced team. Do you see San Antonio as pretty much the only team that can slow Golden
No,
State down?
I don't, because they got whooped a couple weeks ago.
Destruction.
And like I said, Tim Duncan didn't play, but I
That
mean,
makes absolutely no
exactly.
difference.
It's not going to make any type of difference. You had Kawhi, as long as Kawhi was out there and Tony Parker was out there, and
Now,
it didn't do anything.
and Steph, he's not doing this alone. In the
No.
fourth quarter in overtime, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson had a combined 26 points. The entire Oklahoma City Thunder only had 22.
Mm. Mm.
Not to mention Draymond had 14 points and 14 assists.
Yeah, they
Your
run the
power
offense,
forward,
though.
man.
Yeah, they definitely run the
How do you
offense. though.
stop this team? This is one of the greatest teams I ever watched. Now the argument is coming up: is Steph Curry one of the greatest shooting guards of all time?
I got to see it a little bit more. You can't have two great years and be considered the best of all time, like Tracy McGrady. I mean, he had some great years, but I don't consider him, a top 5 player, 10 player, nothing like that, or
Absolutely.
as far as two guards of all time goes with it. But like you said, when he first got in the league, he was kind of injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
He had those paper ankles.
That's what scared me last night. I was listening to
Yeah.
the game on the way home, and Hubie Brown was like, Steph Curry went down with an ankle injury, and I was like, oh no,
Mm.
that is the last thing this team needs for him to go down with another ankle injury.
Yeah.
Under Armour has tried so hard to improve those kicks to support his ankles.
I mean, they've been working because, like I said, those Nikes wasn't working for him, and
No.
they switched to the Under Armours, and I don't know what they did, but it's doing something for him. But he came back last night. It looked bad, but I think he just kind of maybe tweaked it a little bit, but he came back.
Absolutely. Now, I decided the top 5 shooting guard discussion was a excellent discussion. So I put together my own top 5 list.
Mhm.
You guys, if you disagree, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you think. Or now we have a Facebook page. Excuse me. It's the Butler Smith Pod. Check us out. Hit us up. Like us on Facebook. Reply to any one of these podcasts that we put up on. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you hate it.
Yeah.
If I sound like an idiot, let me know. I just need feedback from you guys. But my top 5 shooting guard list of all time, and I'm going to go from 5 to 1. Number 5 is Clyde the Glide. Man, was he underrated, in my opinion.
He was.
Averaged 20 points, 6 and 5. Now, this is career statistics, boys and girls, not just season. 2-time NBA champ. I'm not even going to revert back to the college Clyde the Glide. To me,
Yeah.
now I saw old highlights of him in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably one of the most athletic specimens to ever come out of college.
Mm-hmm.
What this dude used to do in Houston was impeccable. I wish I was alive to see
Yeah.
that, because I bet you back in those days,
He
that was just
gliding.
unheard of.
Yeah, he was definitely gliding.
Number 4, I would go with the one I could kind of compare the chef to, which is Iverson. AI averaged 26.7 points a game for his career. One of the toughest small guys in NBA history. If it wasn't for running into Kobe and Shaq, maybe he'd have a championship or 2.
Maybe.
Maybe. I just wish he had a better coach. I love Larry Brown. Love him.
I mean, yeah.
I just wish he had a better coach. Number 3, the one who Michael Jordan looked up to, which is Iceman, George Gervin. Averaged 26.2 points a game. Now, I know our younger listeners may not know who the hell I'm talking about. Google him. A lot of people looked up to the Iceman and the finger roll. Number 2, the second greatest basketball player of all time, Kobe Bean Bryant.
I like that.
5-time NBA champion. His greatest season, he averaged 35, 7, and 6 for a season. That's number 2. Number 1, I don't even need to say his name. It's the Jump Man.
Yeah, you already know.
My man averaged 30 points a game for his career. Not a season, career. I don't think there's no topping that.
Can't be
And his
done.
greatest season ever is unheard of. 37 points a game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Mm.
Who does that?
Nobody.
Anybody. Now, honorable mentions, I guess you can throw in like Pistol Pete. He did average 25 a
Yeah.
game. T-Mac, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller,
Reggie Miller, yeah.
one of the
yeah.
most clutch shooting guards in NBA history.
Jerry West was pretty good.
Now, if you guys haven't noticed, out of all those names, I did not mention Stephen Curry.
No.
Because, as my co-host just mentioned, I need a little more than 2 years to put you up there with the greats.
Yeah.
The season you're having is one of the
It's
greatest
awesome.
ever.
Yeah.
But as an overallness,
Yeah. If he stopped playing today, he'd be a top 5 point guard of all, or 2 guard of all time? And no.
absolutely not.
No.
And I made this comparison to somebody yesterday. That's me, like me as a Dallas Cowboy fan, saying DeMarco Murray is the greatest running back in Cowboy history, and completely forgetting about Pearson and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
But DeMarco had a hell of a year a couple of years ago, one of the greatest ever for
Yeah.
a running back.
But he's got a long way to go.
I need more than 1 or 2 years.
Exactly.
Steph is on his way.
Yeah, he's definitely on his way. If he keep playing like this, then shoot, he may be right next to Jordan. If he keep playing like this,
Hey.
but
He got 1 championship.
got one. You got it.
He's pretty young.
Yeah.
If he continues to keep it up, man, Chef just gonna keep cooking.
He's gonna keep doing it.
Point blank period.
I agree with that list. I mean,
What about your list? Do you have one?
yeah, man. I think Drexler is 5. I definitely give you that. Like you said, he got 2 rings. He was a beast in his younger years in Portland, and like I said, in college. There, and he played with Akeem. Got him some rings there. 4, I'm gonna put Dwayne Wade at 4.
Yeah, I completely left off D
I'm
Wade.
putting Flash at 4. He's got what, 3 championships?
Yeah, he's an honorable mention.
I'm putting him at 4. He's got 3 rings. He pretty much handed LeBron his titles that he has right now with that. And then, like you said, he's Mr. Miami. Is Dwayne Wade, and like you said, with his stats that he's been putting up previously, of course not this year, but previously when he was Flash, he was great, and he took the league by storm. Number 3, I'm gonna go with AI. Like you said, he could score, and no one could stop him with that crossover he had.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, like nobody can stop him. When you cross over the GOAT, you pretty much the man right there.
I still have not got over that Allen Iverson crossover. To this
Exactly.
day, I'm sick of looking at it.
I'm sure Mikey is too.
I hate looking at it. Hurts my feelings every time I see that crossover.
Exactly. I got AI there. And then, of course, Kobe, number 2. He's got 5 rings. He's Kobe. And then, of course, number 1. Everybody's number 1. If it's not, you should stop watching basketball.
Right now.
Exactly. Michael Jordan, number 1, 2 guard. But like you said, it's very similar. I'm taking out Iceman. I'm putting in D Wade pretty much there. So
I love D Wade. I
Yeah.
just, that championship that he got, pretty much all championships that he had, he had significant help.
yeah, the first one he had the
Significant.
officials help. I think he set a free throw record when he played Dallas. Him and Shaq is
I
against Dallas.
do remember that. But
Yeah.
he had Shaq coming
Yeah.
out of the LA. Shaq was motivated
Yeah, definitely.
because the Lakers decided to go with Kobe over him, which was an excellent
yeah,
decision.
easy
But,
decision.
he had Shaq. Next couple championships, you got LeBron
Yeah,
and Bosh. So, to me, that super team takes
You don't
away
like
from your greatness,
Okay.
in my opinion.
I get you.
I did completely forget about him, and I don't want to disrespect him. I forgot. My apologies, but I just can't do it, man. I can't put you up there.
I get you.
But on to the next topic at hand. Duke. Duke has been getting a lot of slack as of late. I love it, quite frankly, but they have this perception of fake dogs,
What?
overprivileged. The reason why they're in the news media again is because you got Grayson Allen clipping people.
I mean,
For absolutely no reason.
I didn't see a clip.
I saw 2 blatant clips.
Just didn't see
He
him.
stuck his foot out.
I reviewed the footage over and
Oh,
over.
I reviewed it too.
Just
And
haven't
so
seen
did the
it.
rep. Why was he not suspended?
Because he didn't do anything.
Absolutely.
We don't know what
False.
was said. to Grayson.
Nothing was
They
said.
could have said something to him about his mom or his sister or something, and Grayson maybe responded. I mean, it wasn't nothing malicious where he like
He could've-
karate chopped somebody or
he could have tore his ACL.
That's the kid's fault. You shouldn't fall so hard. You should, brace yourself when you're
But
falling. Overprivileged thugs.
I have
Tell
to,
them
I have to
who said
remind,
that. Tell
I
them
have
who
to
said
remind
that.
you guys that Josh is a diehard Duke fan.
Yes, I am.
And excuse the favoritism here,
No.
but Grayson Allen went absolutely in the wrong. Needs to grow up, needs to man up.
Well, like you said, we don't know what was said to him.
It doesn't matter. That gives you no right to clip somebody.
I mean, hey, the way they, like you said, people look at Duke like overprivileged,
Which they are.
soft.
Which they are.
No, and they go extra hard. Like when a player gets, let's say, Brandon Ingram run on one, he's gonna get in a triple threat position. He's gonna act like he's been coached. But when Grayson Allen gets it, they turn into hot sauce. Bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna cross you up. You can't guard me. Why you can't? And Grayson and he hears this, and they say probably things that are out of the way. Like you said, you probably can't trip people like that. You
No,
know,
you absolutely
hey,
cannot.
I mean, he's not trying to hurt anyone,
I believe he is.
but he needs
Perfectly.
to kind of cool out on
But
it
that's
because everybody's looking.
the perception
And we don't
of
need to
Duke.
lose them.
Duke has a history of having dirty players.
No, we don't.
Strong history. I can name five. Five of my most hated Duke players ever.
I see.
Starting number 5.
Mhm.
Greg Paulus. Oh my God, I hated Greg Paulus.
I mean, yeah, you probably
Dirty.
would. I mean, I don't. What dirty plays? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't have him in front of me, but I can
Okay.
get some for you.
Yeah, I need to look at
there's
that.
there's
footage.
absolutely footage on Mr. Pollard. Number 4, Wojo. I don't even like his name.
Well, hey,
His name sounds like somebody who would catch the tires and then let you know that you ran over a nail.
I mean, they got to be scrappy. People don't like. You don't like scrappy players.
Scrappy.
You don't like scrappy players.
You mean like Deladova?
Nah, not like Deladova. Just scrappy. They have to. Like you said, go ahead and finish your list, and then yeah, go ahead.
Scrappy.
Go ahead.
You know, why do they call all short point guards, typically white,
Yes.
all
yes.
of them are scrappy?
I'm gonna respond. I want you to go down your list, and I'm
They're
gonna respond.
scrappy, but if Bruce Bowen comes out and, he's sending you sharp elbows and they're dirty.
I think you've answered that question because they are typically white.
Well, that's another topic for another day. Number 3, JJ.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't typically dirty.
No, he
I
just
just
hit a
hate
lot
it.
of jump shots.
talked
and-
a lot of trash.
I mean, I would too.
Rightfully so. JJ was mean. Like,
All
he had a
time
game. I can't
leading
even-
scorer in Duke history.
No, I
Top
can't even
trash
know
too.
JJ. He had a lot of mouth though. Somebody should have punched him
I
in
mean, I would too.
numerous times. Number 2, and I was battling if I wanted to put him number 1, Shane Battier. Tell me Shane Battier.
No, I'll give you that. Like, as soon as he left Duke, I hated Shane Battier. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
God, I hated Shane. I hated him. I hated the wrinkles in his head. I couldn't stand anything about Shane Battier and Duke.
Yeah, I can't even defend that one. Like you said, as soon as he took off that Duke jersey,
illegal offensive fouls he used to take.
I mean, those
That
were
was
legal.
highly illegal.
Those were legal. At
Highly
Duke, at least,
illegal.
those were legal.
Of course they were. Everything's legal at Duke.
Of course. Stuff.
Even the lacrosse team.
Now that was now you're going into legal territory here, brother. They were cleared of all
course,
charges.
Yeah.
She made it up.
Yeah, sure.
She made the whole thing up.
Absolutely. You know who else was affiliated with Duke?
Who?
Peyton Manning.
No, I mean
Oh,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
by association.
No, Roberts.
That's just by association. That's not
Exactly.
like he had nothing to do with Duke. He just his
Might
old
wanna,
ball coach.
Talk to Cutcliffe.
He's not welcome there anymore.
Number 1. I hate Christian Laettner. He was so disgusting. They made a 30 for 30 about him. Called I hate Christian Laettner.
I mean, we're talking about arguably the best college basketball player of all time.
Absolutely not.
Oh, wow. Really? You don't think Christian was one of the greatest college basketball players?
One of the greatest.
Thank you. Okay.